SABC News, independent and impartial.
From an African perspective.
And that report was by Amina Akram. President Hakainde Hichilema of Zambia is in the Democratic Republic of Congo, meeting his counterpart and also attending the DRC Business Summit. But the foreign trips of the president have come under serious condemnation from Zambians, with others reminding him how he used to condemn his predecessor, Edgar Lungu, whenever he undertook such trips. Our correspondent from Lusaka, Arthur Davis Sukopo, says so far, with just about 3 months in office, Zambia's president has traveled to 5 countries, which has brought more talk among Zambians.
The debate has continued to go on, and others have since called the head of state names, such as Vasco da Gama, Globetrotter, among others, due to his international trips. Some Zambians on the streets and on social media are complaining that it is now 3 months, and the president seems to be flying out of the country more, and they see nothing as fruit from those international trips. As some wonder what has now changed, considering that Mr. Hichilema condemned his predecessor Edgar Lungu for making international trips frequently. After the August 2021 general elections, where he beat Edgar Lungu and the Patriotic Front, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema has since traveled 5 times. First, being to the United States of America, USA, United Kingdom, South Africa, Botswana, and now Democratic Republic of Congo. Enoch Tonga, an opposition leader of the Third Liberation Movement, is among those that see nothing in the international trips by President Hakainde Hichilema.
Is showing serious levels of a leader who is visionless. The international trips that Mr. Hakainde Hichilema is making are not beneficial in any way to the Republic of Zambia. They are only benefiting himself. He goes to America there and he goes and meets whoever he had met. In Europe there, he meets whoever he met. What have we gotten from there? 100 days now have passed. Tell me what Hakainde Hichilema has done since he's been a head of state, since the time he was sworn in on 24th of August to date. He's done nothing.
Sean Tembo, another critic of the current administration and leader of the opposition Patriot for Economic Progress, PEP, says while it could be important to undertake such trips, President Hichilema seems not to have a well-thought-out plan, hence making international trips that are worthless without any benefit to Zambians.
A president can visit a country for 3-4 hours so that they can sign a particular bilateral agreement with their colleagues, and then he comes back home the same day. But we've seen that so far, no single bilateral agreement has been signed with any of our trading partners, whether it is South Africa or Botswana or DRC Congo. And so from our standpoint, that means that the country is not benefiting anything. So it has to be structured. It cannot be haphazard the way President Hichilema is going about it. I think that amounts to a sheer waste of resources for the nation.
But President Hichilema is now defending himself, saying the trips are beneficial to reviving the economy, and also he will do more to familiarize himself to the regional bloc.
But when a new president comes into office, he or she needs to pay courteous calls to neighbors. I'm sure you know Zambia has 8 neighbors. So this will go on for a while until we've visited all our neighbors, mainly to reinforce good neighborliness, security, peace, and of course, trade and investment. Never leave that behind, because that's what will change our country as a whole. Would anyone in this country who wants the country to be reorganized have a problem with that? Absolutely not. Unless somebody wants to talk politics. Keep focused so we can take care of the economy, which will take care of you, and obviously it doesn't mean neglecting the domestic responsibility.
The president has since tipped Zambians that his next trip could be Malawi to meet the president of that country, Lazarus Chakwera, who heads a regional grouping.
So hopefully soon I'll be visiting the chairman of SADC, who is President Chakwera, next door here.
But Mr. Tonga of Third Liberation Movement is advising the head of state against that and warns that Zambians are now getting more angry by the day.
But you see, Zambians cannot be pushed too much, but you need to be very cautious of what he's doing. Otherwise, for us as a party called the Third Liberation Movement, we'll start calling for protest.
However, Some are defending the president and his international trips. Among those includes former ambassador in the Patriotic Front administration, Emmanuel Mwamba, and former State House press aide over a decade ago, Dixon Jere. President Hakainde Hichilema is currently in the Democratic Republic of Congo, attending 2 some meetings and meeting the president of that country. The president is expected to return home Wednesday after his tour of duty. Reporting for SABC's Channel Africa, in Lusaka, Zambia, I am Arthur Davis, Scopo.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says there is a need for ambitious targets to be set to increase imports from Kenya over the next few years. He was speaking at the SA Kenya Business Forum held on the sidelines of the state visit by Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta. Government and business leaders have resolved work towards getting more Kenyan goods and services into South Africa. For some analysis on the state visit, Dr. Margaret Monyani, lecturer of international relations at University of Witwatersrand.
This is a very important visit for Kenya and, of course, South Africa and even the continent at large. The relations between these countries haven't been that very established. And for this visit is one of those visits, I'll say, that these countries are warming up to each other. South Africa is